so open elections were already possible at the village level. When this form of democracy became more routine, we could introduce broader elections on the county level, and then higher and higher up. Those of us who were working for Zhao Ziyang pushed for this type of grassroots-level democratic election. Of course, the hardline communists immediately saw this as a threat to their power, so they were dead set against it. As for the intellectuals, they said, grassroots democracy is not important. What we want to determine is the fate of China, not just the fate of a village, a county. So we had trouble getting support.
Students dissatisfied with the status quo might have taken up the hard work of building democracy at the local level. Or they might have organized to demand redress of their own grievances as underpaid and undervalued intellectual workers. But that's not what interested most students. They talked, as Chinese students have always talked, of saving China.
Hu Yaobang's death was caused by the mental stress resulting from his illegal removal from office. We thought commemorating one man was not going to help China. To ensure our nation's positive development, we had to start transforming the political system. We wanted to use this opportunity to put forth our political demands. Around midnight on April 17th, we set out from Beijing University. We carried a banner that read, "The Soul of China." On the morning of the 18th, over 1,000 students held a meeting in the square.
The students settled on 7 demands and wrote up a petition. They carried the petition to various government offices. At Tiananmen, the entrance to the old palace compound, where China's top leaders live and work, the students waited for an answer.
The students surged towards the gate a number of times, so I went over to the big red columns. I called out to them. I'm a worker. I've been a soldier myself, and I think what you're doing is very risky. This is the seat of the highest power in the nation. If you storm in, the government will have every reason to mow you down. I said, to sacrifice yourselves like this is completely meaningless. We should use other methods to achieve our goals. I told people to stop pushing, to sit down and wait. Eventually, the crowd settled down. There were no clashes that night. The next night, I didn't go to Tiananmen, but later I heard there'd been a bloody incident.
各位朋友，往后靠一靠。我是今天凌晨。不要紧，不要了。安静。我是今天凌晨420惨案的目击者、组织者，还有一些其他情况的知情者。我们在那里静坐，一直坚持到了早上5点。好。在这个时候，他们出动了近1000名军警，野蛮地冲击我们的队伍，野蛮地殴打我们的学生，还有北京市的其他各界的朋友，打伤人数可以说不计其数，而且他们对我们的女同学进行了猥亵、侮辱。反对这样，反对暴力，反对暴力！我们是有组织的，我们不是乌合之众，我们是这个社会的文明的分子。我相信我们大家都会这样认为，所以我们要有秩序的、有纪律的组织这次活动。北京市的各个高校呢，现在正在努力争取联合起来。我们决定罢课不达目的誓不复课。
To achieve concrete results, student activists felt they needed a new organization of their own. Those who were willing to lead it were taking a great risk.
On the night of April 19th, a new student union was formed at Beijing University. 7 people volunteered to be on the organizing committee. They became the leaders because they were courageous enough to step forward. There were no formal elections. Later, the committee made many efforts to organize elections, but because we constantly faced new crises, we couldn't do what we'd originally intended.
Organizing committees appeared on many Beijing campuses and within days formed a citywide coalition of independent student unions. Before dawn on April 22nd, students gathered at Tiananmen for Hu Yaobang's official funeral. The list of their grievances had lengthened. With every passing day, Hu, and mourning in his name, was acquiring greater significance.
On April 22nd, a memorial ceremony for Hu Yaobang was held in the Great Hall of the People. When I entered, I felt that the atmosphere was very grim. The ceremony seemed hurried, and after Party Secretary General Zhao Ziyang read the eulogy, all the leaders from the Central Committee rushed off. When I came out of the Great Hall of the People, I saw a huge crowd gathered in Tiananmen Square. I wanted to go over to them, but there were 9 rows of police standing between us.
The students had brought their petition and demanded that Li Peng, the prime minister, come out to accept it himself.
When we saw our classmates kneeling there, holding the petition with raised arms, everyone cried. In it were our suggestions to the government, but we had to hand it in kneeling down. No one paid any attention. No one came forward to accept it.
We all saw those 3 students. We workers felt, Premier, you should come out. You should accept the petition and answer their demands. Even if you don't agree, you should at least make some gesture. But the Premier just left. He completely ignored the students. Now, how do you expect people to take that?